Last time on Sonic the Hedgehog.
I am the Echidna Guardian of Angel Island, last of the Knuckles clan.
Hey, who's there?
I don't know who I am or why I am here. Would you please help me?
Hey, Sonic. What do you think about Knuckles?
I think I want to use his face to shine the bottom of my shoes.
I like to call this one Mecha Sonic.
I know how to figure out more about you. I'll read your fortune.
Father, the clan, Chaos! His name was Chaos! My name is Tikal of the Knuckles clan. Your friends are in grave danger.
I'm certain he's manipulating you.
Be quiet! Ever since the doctor was stranded here, he's done nothing but hell. Wait, Doctor, I'm still in here.
I'm so sorry about that, my crimson compatriot. You see, my project is complete, and you've dutifully served your purpose.
The castle? Why is it moving?
That was never a castle! It's Robotnik's big ugly egg of death!
You don't understand. Without the Master Emerald, Angel Island has no purpose. If it's gone...
Before he can finish his sentence, the clouds all around them begin to fly upward as Angel Island falls out of the sky, plummeting into the ocean below. And now, the ground beneath their feet shakes and wavers as the force of the fall sends enormous waves out in every direction.
This is terrible. At the current acceleration, we'll never make it to the launch site in time to stop it.
It's fine. I'll just leg it.
Sonic reaches out to grab both Tails and Rosie by the wrist, then turns to Knuckles.
Grab on, Knucklehead.
No, I'm not going.
What? You just said Eggman took your emerald. The clock's ticking if we're gonna get it back.
You don't get it. Angel Island has fallen to the world below. I failed, and my ancestors have rescinded their blessings. It's too late. I can't believe I was foolish enough to believe the lies of an outsider.
Oh, come on. I know you've got more spunk than that. Don't you want to give that big dumb egg one of your musclehead punches and show him who's boss?
Rosie steps up to him, reaching out her hand to help Knuckles off the ground.
She's got a point. I can say from experience it feels pretty good.
Knuckles looks up at Sonic, then back to Rosie. He thinks for a moment, then smacks her hand away.
Don't touch me! The last thing I need is more outsiders telling me what to feel.
Leaping back from her, he clenches his fist and points it at the other three.
I was naive, but never again. My solitude was always a blessing. The weight of my sacred duty. A weight I selfishly dropped at the first opportunity. You can go chase that traitor into the sky if you like. But the next time you step foot on Angel Island, I'm not hesitating to bury you beneath the water.
With that, Knuckles lets out a huff and trudges away.
Now, wait a minute. We don't have any more time.
Solemnly, Sonic grabs Tails and Rosie again and blasts off towards the launch site. Sonic speeds them all across Angel Island, soaring through mushroom-covered hills and across enormous sand dunes, all the while watching the Death Egg rise up into the air, its silhouette starting to break past the horizon. As they get close, with just a few minutes until they reach the launch platform, Tails starts to nervously mumble to himself.
Come on, bud, we talked about this. Just do it, she's not gonna bite.
Right. Excuse me. I don't believe we've been properly introduced yet. My name is Miles Prower, but I go by Tails. I'm Sonic's friend, and my favorite element is selenium. I'm sorry if that was oversharing. Oh my gosh, you're adorable! I'm sorry I didn't say hi yet. My name is Amy Rose. It's so nice to meet you. Oh, you as well. You don't go by Rosie? Oh yeah, I guess. How did I not notice you before now? You're so cute! Look at your fluffy little tails! What? Really? I don't know about that.
Rosie continues to fawn over a very flustered Tails for the remainder of their trip, before Sonic finally skids to a stop at the base of a gigantic launch platform surrounded by now empty scaffolding.
Last stop! Everybody off!
The three take a moment to look around. The Death Egg has now risen far, far up into the air, hundreds of feet above their heads, leaving behind a gigantic crater in the ground, carved out of the earth where it was constructed. Rosie steps up to the hole, staring down into it.
I can't believe this! Eggman stole Knuckles' emerald thing, and he took a big chunk of his island too?
That's Egghead. You know he's gotta make everything he touches ugly.
I know, but Knuckles was helping him. How could he do that to someone who thought he was a friend? Hey, Sonic.
Tails calls Sonic over, leaving Rosie to grumble to herself. He walks over to see Tails poking around a machine, some sort of platform-like vehicle levitating a foot off the ground.
What's up, bud? You got a plan to get up there?
I'm not sure. If we had the tornado, I'm confident we could catch up. But we don't have the time to look for it now. All the vehicles around here seem to be too slow, and meant for construction. And by the looks of it, the space station is too high for you to try the ramp maneuver you used to get to Little Planet.
And I'm guessing you couldn't fly us up there yourself.
Right. Even if I was just carrying you, I've never gone that far, or that fast.
So we're hosed?
Maybe. Look at this.
Tails pops open a panel on the machine, revealing a glossy red orb hooked up to the circuitry.
I knew it!
What, a big gumball?
The machines around here, they aren't constructed like Robotnik's Badniks. They seem to draw power far more efficiently and levitate without giving off any exhaust. I think he's using these red orb devices to, well, bend space. I think.
Sonic gives a glance back at Rosie, who's starting to turn red in the face, then back to Tails.
But I'm sure that's real cool and sciencey or whatever, but we're kind of on a ticking clock.
This is relevant, I promise. Angel Island was a floating island in the sky, right? The Echidna clans who lived here must have had a way to get up and down from here all that time ago, right?
You think the gumball can do that?
No, but that one might.
Tails points to something not too far away. Surrounded by mechanized platforms, a single patch of grass is undisturbed. In the center, a very large red orb is surrounded by sparkling white rings.
Oh, nice find, Tails!
Nabbing Tails and Rosie, Sonic dashes them over to the orb.
Wait, we don't know where it might send us.
Relax and trust your gut. I got a plan B anyways. I can always try.
And he's cut off. As he touches the orb, all three of them disappear into a sparkle of light, launching into the sky.
Using one of the emeralds I've got. Whoa! Check it out!
The three appear on a marble platform surrounded by open air and clouds. All around them, lush green foliage fills out a white stone sanctuary floating in the sky.
What just happened? Incredible! I think Sonic just used some ancient Echidna technology to teleport us here. Robotnik was using it to power some of his machines, and I was able to. Of course he was! Why not rip apart their culture while he's at it? What won't Eggman do for his stupid emerald obsession? Well...
Just let it cool off.
Right. What is this place exactly? We seem to be in the sky again, but it's... odd. This architecture looks a lot different than the Echidna ruins on Angel Island.
Speaking of, check it out.
Sonic points a thumb over the edge, and Tails peers down to see the Death Egg rising up to meet them. They are far above it now.
Oh, it worked! Now we can let Eggman come to us!
Grinning, Sonic and Tails share a high five.
He's down there? We can get him now? I'm gonna rip his mustache off.
Pushing past both of them, Rosie makes a beeline for the edge of the walkway.
Rosie, wait! Hey!
Sonic stares dumbfounded as she leaps off the marble and dives down towards the rising space station hundreds of feet below. Sonic and Tails both share a bewildered look, then reluctantly leap off after her. Diving straight down, they manage to catch up with her, forming a chain in the air. As they approach the surface of the Death Egg, Tails slows their fall by spinning his tails, and they safely land atop the metal.
Rosie, wait a sec! There's probably gonna be a trap or something!
Shut up! I'm doing this my way!
She wraps her fingers under a metal panel, pulling with all her strength to try and peel it away from the hull. It creaks under the pressure.
This is never gonna work! Come on, Rosie!
My name is Amy!
Letting go of the panel, Amy gives it a solid kick, and it crumples beneath the pressure, blowing off the bolts and tumbling away. Smoke practically pouring out of her ears, she jumps inside.
Where did you say you met this girl, Sonic?
Well, I guess it was on another planet.
The two of them follow her inside. Down on Angel Island, Knuckles solemnly passes through a thick patch of jungle, rounding the corner around a mossy pillar to head behind a running waterfall into a hidden cave. He descends down a rocky pathway, letting out a sigh as he makes it to the bottom of this place. He steps foot into a hidden shrine, passing by a collection of murals etched into the walls that he'd seen countless times since birth. Ancient depictions of an enormous draconic beast laying waste to the world, and two godly beings clashing over the Master Emerald. He makes it to the far back, a small marble altar. Atop it are well-worn stone statues of echidnas, standing hand in hand, protecting a stone depiction of the Master Emerald.
My ancestors, I've come bearing news. The Master Emerald.
Feeling a lump rise in his throat, he drops to a knee and grits his teeth.
I failed you. The Master Emerald has been stolen. I was so foolish. I should have had better judgment, but in 17 years, I never had anyone to talk to before. I was weak. I'm so sorry.
That must have been a very difficult life.
Hearing a voice behind him, Knuckles jumps to his feet.
Who's there? This place is sacred.
His jaw drops as he processes what he's seeing. For the first time in his life, another echidna.
I'm so sorry you've been burdened like this with the sins of your ancestors. You never asked for it, and you certainly don't deserve it.
Who are you?
I am Tikal of the Knuckles clan. It's very nice to meet you.
You're so pretty. Wait, I'm sorry.
Getting a grip, Knuckles drops down and bows his head in respect.
Please raise your head, Knuckles. I don't think I deserve your respect. It was my generation that ended the reign of the Echidna Empire.
But how are you here? Why?
For millennia, my spirit has laid dormant within the Master Emerald, quelling the raging power from within. I was awoken when that man first moved it from its altar.
You've been inside the Master Emerald? All this time?
Yes, but not conscious to the outside world. If I had been... Well, there's no time to dwell on regrets. I need to explain to you the severity of our current situation.
There's no need for that. I know how greatly I failed. My weakness has disgraced my entire lineage.
No, you're wrong. Your Echidna lineage is about correcting the failures of the past, not living up to their perfect ideal. Your duty to guard the Master Emerald isn't because our people have some right to it, but because the world cannot be trusted with its power.
What are you saying?
You must understand. Angel Island stays in the sky so that the world below isn't seduced to use the controller's power, as our people were. For if they do, it could bring about an end to all life. Everywhere.
All life?
And that's not all you were wrong about.
Stepping forward, Tikal takes Knuckles' hand in hers.
You are not weak for wanting a friend. Being strong doesn't mean you have to be alone.
But I was so naive. I shouldn't have trusted him. Trusted anyone. You said yourself, outsiders using the Master Emerald could destroy the world. If only I had more echidnas here. If it weren't just me, they would have been reliable. They wouldn't have ruined everything, like I did.
Maybe, but likely not. The Master Emerald isn't our people's treasure. It's our punishment for the vindictive greed we subjected upon the rest of the world. We echidnas were the first to misuse the power of the Master Gem and its 7 servers.
No.
Not only that, but my greatest friend in life was an outsider. In this world, it's not important where someone comes from, but what's inside their heart.
She gives him a warm smile, but begins to waver and turn transparent.
Oh, the Master Emerald is moving too far away. I can't remain much longer.
You're leaving? But I wish I'd been able to speak to you before all of this. Maybe you could have shared more of your wisdom with a hard head like me.
Hard heads often have the softest hearts, I've found. So I'll leave you with one more piece of my wisdom.
She begins to rise up into the air, fading further and further away.
I've seen all hope lost before. My only family nearly destroyed the natural order of the world. But the fact that you stand here before me today, drawing breath, echidna blood flowing through your veins, means that it wasn't too late. It never is. There is always hope.
She disappears into a soft white light, leaving Knuckles in contemplative silence. Up in the halls of the Death Egg, the sound of clattering metal echoes all around.
Move, ugly!
Grabbing a badnik out of the air, Amy swings it around, smashing it into another and shattering both into sparking scrap. Speeding up and over her, Sonic spin dashes through another set of doors, clearing the path. The two take out the robots inside and stop for just a second.
Where was all this energy on Little Planet? Did you even need me to save you?
Of course I did! Actually, could you save me again now? That was sort of the greatest thing ever!
Amy spots another badnik flying towards her and drops her guard, closing her eyes as it lunges with metal blades. Rolling his eyes, Sonic zips up between them, sweeping her out of its way and kicking the machine into the wall in the process.
Yes, just like that! My hero!
You think you're so cute, don't you?
Of course! Wait, I'm still mad! Put me down!
Twirling out of Sonic's arms, Amy bounces right back to being furious, looking for more badniks to smash.
Tails, you having any luck?
I believe so.
Tails pops his head around the corner, waving around some circuitry he's pulled from the wall.
It looks like we're on the right path. The station's primary energy source should be towards the end of the corridor.
Oh, right! I'm getting bored with all these small fries anyway.
Speeding back to Tails, he scoops him up under his arm, then does the same to Amy, carrying both of them down the giant hallway in a flash. Busting through the doors at the end, he skids to a stop. The three of them now stand in an enormous control room. On the wall, a giant circular glass window shows the sky outside, and not too far above them now, the hanging gardens of the Sky Sanctuary. In the center of this huge room, attached to countless wires pumping energy out of it, is the biggest green gem any of them have ever seen.
Incredible! That must be the Master Emerald. I never expected it would be so tremendous.
Yes, it's quite the sight to behold, isn't it?
Stepping out from behind the Master Emerald is Dr. Robotnik.
And it's not yours, you big jerk!
In a tiff, Amy dashes at Robotnik. Before she can reach him, Sonic speeds up and snatches her out of the air. She's about to protest when something comes crashing down where she was just standing. The indigo razor blades of Mecha Sonic.
Oh, someone's eager to meet their doom. Sonic, you'll have to introduce me to your little acquaintances. I'd like to write about them in my diary so someone will remember their names after today.
With a wicked grin, Robotnik slips into a metallic chair, and a shell of steel and glass rises up around him. He quickly clacks away on a keyboard, and the Master Emerald pulses as more energy is drawn from it and into the walls of the Death Egg.
My name is Amy Rose, and if you don't apologize to that poor echidna and give him his emerald back, I'm gonna...
We're gonna pluck your mustache and make you eat it!
Yeah, that!
Sonic, are we really going to do that?
Nah, bud, this is just trash talk.
Oh, really? Then let's put that confidence to the test.
Robotnik leans back in his chair, and Mecha Sonic gears up for another battle, its engines revving.
I thought you'd bring more firepower, Eggman! Tails and I beat this bot before, or did you forget? I know you said Knuckles right after, but I beat him too, so I can see how it might have slipped your mind.
I told you once before, Hedgehog. I don't forget anything.
Reaching full power, Mecha Sonic extends its hand towards the trio, then turns it away, placing it on the Master Emerald. The giant gemstone pulses as energy swells and flows into the robot, and its blue exterior begins to glow a radiant yellow. A pulse of gold energy floods the room, knocking Sonic, Tails, and Amy to the floor. They look up to see Mecha Sonic, now bright gold, floating above the ground, staring down at them. Yo, are you enjoying the story so far? You can let me know by liking, subscribing, or just telling me down in those comments what you'd like to see next. Have ideas for how to tackle chaos in the story of Sonic Adventure? Do you prefer I take more or less liberties with the order of events? Tell me down below, I'll take it all into consideration when writing the next saga. And while you're down there, consider joining my channel membership, where you can see videos like these weeks in advance. Now, with that all out of the way, it's time for the conclusion you have all been waiting for.
Mecha Sonic, End them now, and make it sting!
In a burst of light, Mecha Sonic rockets forward. It headbutts Sonic, sending him flying across the room and smacking into the far wall.
Hey! That's not fair!
With a kick like lightning, it connects with Amy, sending her flying in the other direction. Trying to get some distance, Tails takes to the air, but Mecha rises up to meet him, sending him back down to the ground with a backhand.
Ooh! Ow!
Wasting no time, Mecha follows up with a drop kick, bringing its heel down right on top of Tails, but it connects with a spinning Sonic instead, who strikes his foot in a spin dash. He keeps spinning, grinding against an unflinching Mecha, when something changes. The golden glow ripples away, turning the machine blue again, and suddenly, the force from Sonic's spinning quills finally has an effect. Mecha is sent flying in the other direction.
See? He's not so tough. Tails, you alright?
That hurt a lot. But I think I'll be okay.
Tails rubs the spot on his head where he took the blow. Seeing that, Sonic's face hardens, and he helps Tails up off the ground. The two look over at Mecha. It's standing next to the Master Emerald, recharging its golden glow.
We can hurt it when it's blue. We just need to wear him down, then jump him when he's all out of juice. Can you let Amy know that's our plan?
Yes, but shouldn't you tell her? You can get to her faster.
Nah, you'll have plenty of time. Cause I'm not letting that thing anywhere near you two when it's all souped up.
Standing up tall, Sonic faces down his machine doppelganger. Reaching full charge again, it pulses gold and blasts at him. Taking off at full speed, Sonic zips directly away from Tails, and Mecha follows, quickly closing the distance between them.
Oh, yes, yes! Run as fast as your little feet will carry you, rodent. I've been patiently waiting for the day I get to watch you flatten beneath the heel of my mechanical marvels.
Mecha catches up to Sonic after a few seconds. He manages to dodge the first of its attacks, but the second, a punch to the stomach, sends him into the air. He quickly recovers by planting his feet on the ceiling and pushing off with all his might, Mecha hot on his heels.
6 months! 6 long months! That's how long I was sent into the past, onto that uncivilized floating rock amidst the sky. I discovered that fact by studying the position of the stars, you see. Lucky for me, I was quickly encountered by the brutish red buffoon, and my path forward became clear.
Mecha lands another blow on Sonic, sending him careening, just as his golden form fades away. In that instant, Tails spins around at full speed, tossing Amy at the robot.
Go! Leave him alone!
Her foot slams into Mecha's face, and Tails follows up the attack, spinning into a ball just like Sonic. But he's not as fast. Mecha catches him in his hand, tossing him into Amy. As the two topple to the floor, the robot zooms back over to the Master Emerald to recharge.
I was quite surprised by my luck. The Gaians often spoke of the elusive Master of Chaos, but were never able to locate it themselves. And here I find myself stumbling onto the Master Gem, hidden away by an even older civilization, the Echidnas. I suppose fortune favors those with the will to grasp it.
Sonic manages to recover, launching himself at Mecha as it's recharging, but he collides with it a second too late, ricocheting off the glossy golden armor and spinning out onto the floor.
How are we feeling, team?
Sonic, I don't think we can do this.
Don't say that. We're getting close.
Actually, you're getting quite far. Far from the ground, that is.
Robotnik gestures out the window. As the Death Egg continues to rise, it's now at the same height as the Sky Sanctuary and quickly rising past it.
We're picking up speed now. In a few moments, we'll be passing through the upper atmosphere. Aren't you excited?
We need to make this quick. Good thing that's my—
Sonic is cut off as Mecha appears before him instantly, clutching him by the throat.
Apologies, but I have no intention of letting you get a final snarky remark in. Do it now!
With tremendous force, Mecha throws Sonic into the window. He smashes through it, his body tumbling outside amidst a rain of shattered glass.
No! Sonic!
His body aches from the collision, and he tries to get his bearings as he enters freefall towards the ocean thousands of feet below. But he only has a fraction of a second to think before he feels something collide with him.
What? Knuckles?
Zip it, or I'll drop you.
Leaping from the tallest tower of the Sky Sanctuary and gliding through the open air, Knuckles catches Sonic under his arm. He soars the rest of the way to the Death Egg, sticking his spiked gloves into the exterior, climbing up and inside the shattered window. As they make it inside, massive metal gates close around the broken window, sealing off the inside once again.
Sonic! You're okay! You saved him!
Hey, I feel like saved is a little dramatic.
Agree to disagree. The Master Emerald!
Spotting the giant green jewel, Knuckles dashes towards it. Mecha intercepts him, landing a glowing golden punch that sends him flying backwards. Sonic catches him, helping him back up.
I bet you wish you left that hunk of junk in the lava, huh?
Really, Doctor? It's not enough to steal the Master Emerald. Now you drain its energy to power your ugly scrap? You thieving, lying!
Oh, spare me your righteous indignation. You practically handed it over to me on a silver platter. I can't be held responsible for your utter lack of survival instinct.
Mecha speeds back to the Emerald to recharge, while Amy and Tails make their way over to Sonic and Knuckles.
This is great! With the four of us, we can definitely beat that thing! We just have to wait until it turns blue!
Don't waste your effort. The Master Emerald is an infinite well of energy. I'm sure whatever damage you've done is reversed as soon as it absorbs her power.
Really? So all this time fighting?
Then we just need to adjust our approach. Our focus shouldn't be on Mecha Sonic.
As Mecha finishes charging, Tails explains his idea to the group.
I see. That's a sound strategy. But are you sure the girl is the right choice to help me?
What is that supposed to mean?
Huh? What? No, I didn't mean to,
Their planning is interrupted as Mecha attacks again, breaking up the group. It catches Sonic by the throat, but he just grins back at the machine.
I know I'm the main event, but you really should start with me.
He points behind them, and Mecha swivels its head to see Tails pulling out the cables connecting the Master Emerald to the Death Egg systems. It drops Sonic and speeds over to Tails, but just as it's about to snatch him,
What are you doing? Stop it, you pest!
Mecha turns towards Robotnik, spotting Knuckles striking at his protective shell with all his might. His fists slam into the barrier, bending the steel and sending cracks through the thick glass. It tosses Tails away and blasts forward, tearing Knuckles away from Robotnik's enclosure, flying him up into the air.
Yes, that's right. Crush him like... Hey! Stop it!
Come on, Eggman! Where's your survival instinct?
Amy wraps her fingers under one of the steel panels loosened by Knuckles. Pulling with all her might, the bolts begin to strain and pop. Mecha turns to her, but freezes as it locks onto Tails again, yanking another wire from the Master Emerald. Up above, the lights inside the hangar flicker and buzz, the power to the space station being disrupted. Mecha starts to move towards Tails when its golden glow sputters out. It drops Knuckles as the two start to fall back to the ground.
Don't make this too easy! You're wide open!
No! Mecha!
Sonic rolls into a spin dash, connecting with Mecha mid-air, sending the machine flying. It blasts its rockets, trying to make its way back to the Master Emerald, when Knuckles catches it under the chin with an uppercut. It goes flying and crashes into a pile of steel crates, which come tumbling down on top of it.
Stop it, you little rats! Arrgh!
Robotnik's face turns beet red as he fumes in rage, just as Amy peels back the corner of the metal plate holding his protective barrier together, peering in at him.
Peekaboo.
Enough!
Slamming his fist down on the controls, Robotnik's chair sinks down into the mechanical ground, and steam blasts out all around the Master Emerald, pushing Tails away from the gem. Up above, red emergency lights flash all about from the ceiling.
What's this? What's he doing?
It looks like the system's activated reserve power.
Robotnik reappears, rising up from the ground behind the Master Emerald. The panels of the floor shift away, revealing a glossy red metallic shuttle beneath, and metal clamps rise up to attach to the Master Emerald.
I hope you enjoy your Pyrrhic victory, as it's little more than a minor setback. I've built this place twice now. A third time is but a trivial matter.
He's going to leave
us here!
Not on my watch!
Sonic dashes up onto the red ship, but as he reaches for the emerald, he comes up against an electric force shield. With a powerful zap, he's sent flying backwards.
We've only just breached the upper atmosphere, and without the emerald's power, this place will fall back into the ocean. You might survive the fall, if you make it out before the detonation. Farewell!
The emerald's energy surges into the shuttle, and as a gigantic rocket activates, it blasts off down a runway out of the hangar.
Ow! Don't know what I expected. That rotten egg is always runny.
Don't worry about him. We need to find a way out of here.
Yes, you do. Go find the machine you used to reach Angel Island. I'm sure the doctor locked it away somewhere in this castle back before it took off. You should be able to find it if you hurry.
Turning from the other three, Knuckles begins to head after Robotnik.
Wait, where are you going? This place is gonna blow up!
Yes, and you three are innocent. I can't have your deaths on my conscience. Leave now. I need to retrieve the Master Emerald.
Nah, Amy's right. You're not going after him.
You don't get it. In his hands, that emerald could lead to the destruction of all life.
Exactly. Which is why you're not going. I am. We both know I'm faster, and it's not close.
Sonic flashes Knuckles a grin, and Knuckles is taken aback.
But it's not your responsibility. It's not your burden.
Not like that's ever stopped me before.
Knuckles returns Sonic's grin now.
Then, at least let me give you this. It's called a server. It was drawn to my island years ago, and it's supposed to grant power like the controller, the Master Emerald. Or at least the legends say all 7 of them will. Maybe it'll be a good luck charm.
Reaching out, Knuckles hands Sonic a very familiar looking gem in a new color.
No kidding! There's a 7th one?
You had those? This whole time? Maybe you really are one of them.
The two are interrupted as the sound of metal clatters through the room, and Mecha rises out from beneath the pile of crates.
Go, now!
Sonic gives a nod and blasts off down the railway, following after Robotnik's shuttle. Mecha adjusts its joints, then locks onto the remaining 3 and begins to charge up its thrusters.
Let's make this quick. We don't have much time.
Don't be ridiculous. I'll take down the machine. You and the Fox go find your vehicle.
You're gonna fight it alone? Are you stupid?
What kind of warrior would I be if I couldn't handle this? You may be strong, but you're untrained. You'd only get in my way. And besides, the kid will need your help, right?
Huh? Oh, yes. It would be very much appreciated, but...
Fine. I'll go. But you owe me one.
Owe you one of what?
Knuckles asks, but Amy has already disappeared along with Tails to go look for the tornado. He looks back to Mecha, who explodes down the room towards him. Sprinting down the metal corridors of the Death Egg, under the flashing red lights, Sonic sets his sights on Robotnik. The shuttle has followed a runway through the length of the gigantic space station and is quickly approaching the exit. Speeding up behind the rocket thrusters, Sonic shouts up at the doctor.
Going somewhere, Eggman?
As a matter of fact, I am. I'm not letting my dreams slip through my fingers again.
Massive panels open up on the sides of the shuttle, and a swarm of rockets blast out, spinning through the air and homing in on Sonic.
Whoa, coming in hot!
Sonic narrowly dodges a missile as it flies past his head, then ducks and leaps around the next several. As they zip by him, they crash into the ground, exploding into balls of flame and shrapnel.
Sorry! You're gonna have to, be faster than that!
Weaving past the next wave of missiles, Sonic leaps into the air, rolling into a ball and smacking into Robotnik's shuttle. It shakes and rattles on its track, but isn't derailed. Sonic moves to make another jump, when the atmosphere suddenly shifts. At the end of the railway, metal doors hiss open to reveal the outside. A sky full of stars, and the soft blue glow of the Earth getting very, very thin. The air inside the tunnel gets ripped outward, and Sonic is lifted up off the ground.
Whoa! You gotta be kidding me!
Yes, a parting joke. Savor it, rodent.
Robotnik's shuttle reaches the end of the railway and blasts off into space. Sonic manages to catch himself just inches from the opening, bracing against the rushing wind, pulling him out into the very edge of the planet's atmosphere. He tries to get a good look at where Robotnik's shuttle is headed, when a final, enormous swarm of missiles descend on his position. The opening erupts into a massive cloud of smoke and flame, sending shockwaves all through the entire space station.
Finally. Now, where should I station my next construction site? If only the Ark was still in orbit, I would have loved to see it, not to mention the convenience. What?
Robotnik is pulled from his contemplation as a single flashing light bursts out from the cloud of smoke. Gripping one of the missiles, Sonic rides atop it, steering it through space right back at his shuttle. He gives the Doctor a smug grin.
That's it!
His hands fly across the controls, and the exterior of the shuttle bursts off, revealing a massive mechanical body beneath. The giant robotic hands transform and take shape, reaching up to grab the Master Emerald from its storage position on the back. Deactivating the rockets, Robotnik's giant machine turns back to face down Sonic, who's rapidly approaching, dodging and zipping around asteroids floating through the area.
I'm putting an end to this here and now! Give me everything you've got, rat!
Inside the Death Egg, the floor shakes beneath the flashing lights, and Mecha Sonic launches at Knuckles like a bullet. Raising his fists, he throws a right hook, connecting with the robot's face right as it's about to collide with him, veering it off course to crash into a wall.
I welcome the Doctor's help, and I'd be lying if I said his machines didn't impress me. But you're different.
Snapping back up, Mecha turns to face him, its red eye pulsing as it gears up to attack again.
I thought he was my friend. I didn't see his selfishness. But I had you figured out the moment I laid eyes on you.
Mecha blasts forward again, leading with a stab from its claws. Knuckles bobs around it, and the two box back and forth, trading punches and stabs, each dodging and blocking in perfect rhythm, neither missing a beat.
You're not just a machine, like you want everyone to think.
He lands a jab on Mecha's chassis, and Mecha follows up with a knee to Knuckles' gut, followed by a metallic backhand. Knuckles takes the hit and chuckles, spitting out a bit of blood.
You've got real hate inside you. You want the kill. My instincts picked up on it the first time you rolled past me.
Mecha moves to kick again, but Knuckles catches the robot's foot in his hand. Squeezing hard, the metal casing crunches and snaps off. Sparks burst and pop out of its leg socket, and Mecha revs backwards, retreating for a moment.
I could tell, because I was the same way. Or I thought I was. I wanted to be that cold machine who only felt anything when he was completing his mission.
Ignoring his words, Mecha blasts at Knuckles again. Outside, Sonic soars through space atop the rocket. Leaning back and forth, he maneuvers around chunks of rock and asteroids floating through the space, and Robotnik launches a barrage of missiles directly towards him.
That's all you got? Didn't you see what happened last time?
Standing up on the rocket, Sonic jumps just as another one crashes into it, causing them both to detonate. He hops up towards another missile, swinging around it like a flagpole, leaping from projectile to projectile as he daisy chains his way closer to Robotnik.
That's right, keep gloating.
Robotnik flips a switch, and the missile beneath Sonic's feet beeps rapidly.
Oh, don't tell me.
It remotely detonates, the burst of flame sending Sonic flying. Grimacing through the heat, he aims himself towards one of the asteroids. As soon as his feet touch it, he takes off, leaping between chunks of rock, continuing his advance. Seeing this, Robotnik's machine reaches out a giant hand, grabbing one of the enormous nearby asteroids, and reeling back, pitches it right at the hedgehog. The giant rock tumbles through space, soaring towards Sonic. Peering up at it, he takes a deep breath.
Come on, Sonic. Just blast through.
He revs up into a spin dash, his quills grinding hard against the rock beneath him as he pushes himself to spin faster than ever before. Just as the incoming asteroid is about to collide with him, he launches up towards it. Striking the boulder like a bullet, he spins and grinds, boring straight through to the other side of the rock. Bursting through, Sonic uncurls to celebrate his success, but his body is snatched up by the enormous hand of Robotnik's machine.
What? When did you?
The rock was a bluff, and Robotnik had followed it up to capture him. Now, held tightly within the steel grip of the machine, Robotnik lifts Sonic up to the eye of the machine to look him in the face.
The rat is finally snared into the rat trap!
I told you, Eggman! I'm not a rat!
And I am not an Eggman, you petulant little... What am I doing? You can't get under my skin anymore, rodent. I finally got you. Nowhere to run, no little friends to help you. In fact...
He turns so that the two of them have a clear view of the Death Egg, as explosions begin to erupt along its surface.
No!
Yes, and with this...
He holds out the Master Emerald, sparkling brightly.
I'll just build another space station. My dream of a home above the Earth will come to pass. It'll be easy. I've got plenty of practice now. But first...
The hand of the robot constricts, and Sonic lets out a yelp of pain.
I'm going to make absolutely certain that you never stand in my way again. Oh, and I want you to know, Metal Sonic might not have performed as I expected, but I watched your little skirmish with Mecha in the volcanic cavern. I know you would have lost if not for that meddling fox.
He squeezes even tighter, and Sonic feels the edges of his vision start to fade.
I want you to remember, I beat you then. Only by luck were you carried this far. I won.
You couldn't have it more backwards, Eggman. My friends helped me, no doubt. But that's not why your metal me's lost.
From within the fist of the robot, colorful light begins to sparkle outward.
I'll only say this once, so be sure it sticks in that big bald head of yours. There's only one Sonic!
Down on the Sky Sanctuary, an echidna girl flutters into existence. Tikal steps through the walkway, past the hanging gardens, coming to a stop at a large pond set in the center of one of these large floating marble platforms. She stares upwards at the Death Egg, like a dark moon in the sky, Robotnik's visage staring coldly back down at her. Clasping her hands, she says a short prayer.
Please, Chaos, remain where you are. Your slumber, it cannot end, it must not.
You know, you shouldn't worry so much.
Pulled out of her prayer, Tikal is surprised to see that she's not alone. Sitting at the far edge of the pond, a large purple cat sets down his fishing pole and waves to her.
You. I don't know who you are, but you don't understand the stakes of this situation. If that man escapes with the Master Emerald, an unholy rage quieted for millennia will be unleashed upon the world.
That might be true. But you still shouldn't worry.
And why not?
Because worrying is for the living. The dead should rest and leave the world to the generations that follow.
What? How did you know?
Besides, Sonic is up there. I'm sure he'll get your big rock back for you.
You truly trust him that much?
Of course. Sonic's always been special. Ever since that day when he showed up on South Island.
What do you mean, showed up?
Inside the Death Egg, the ground shakes again as the self-destruct sequence begins to activate. Explosions tear across the giant construct, ripping off chunks of the exterior and collapsing the floors inside. In the hangar, Knuckles holds up the body of Mecha Sonic, now covered in dents and scratches. The machine is twitching as sparks sprinkle out from all of its ports.
This is probably it for us, machine. I can't believe I left the Master Emerald in the hands of that outsider.
Twitching, Mecha reaches out a broken arm, trying to attack Knuckles again. It lightly brushes against him, and he laughs.
You know what? If this is my last moment, I'm choosing to trust him. I bet you hate that, huh?
The walls around them burst apart, sending Knuckles and Mecha Sonic tumbling out into the atmosphere in a blast of flame. Knuckles winces against the pain, his body spinning all about as he tries to stay awake as the G-forces whip him around in circles. Just as he's about to black out, he spots something off in the distance. Robotnik's shuttle, and next to it, An erupting mote of golden light, burning bright as the sun.
What do you know? That hedgehog might even be one of the Iblis triggers.
The 7 Chaos Emeralds burst out from Sonic and pulse with golden light, their energies pouring into him.
What? Where did you get those?
In a flash, Sonic blasts apart the hand of the robot holding him hostage. His quills ripple with golden energy, his eyes sparkling emerald green.
All right! I hope you had your fun, Eggman! It's time for a supersonic smackdown!
Leaning back, Sonic throws a punch. It connects with the chest of Robotnik's machine, and a shockwave ripples through the area, sending Robotnik and all nearby asteroids flying.
This can't be right! You're using the chaos energy biochemically?
Robotnik quickly stabilizes his machine, launching a swarm of missiles. Clenching his fists, Sonic feels the energy pulse through his body. As the first missile is about to collide with him, he moves to dodge it, and his whole body blasts through the air, pushing off of nothing.
Whoa! No runway required. Now that's what I'm talking about!
Experimenting with his new flight, Sonic zips all about, weaving effortlessly through the missiles. He catches one in his hand, twirling it around for a moment.
Hey, Egghead! Catch!
He pitches it, and the rocket pierces the machine in an instant, blasting apart its shoulder.
No! I won't have this! I won't let you do this to me! Not again!
Robotnik reverses his thrusters, flying away from Sonic as fast as possible. He launches every single remaining missile at once, a gigantic storm of metal and flame. Sonic grins and blasts forward. With no intent to dodge, he takes the missiles head on. Dozens of explosions detonate against him, and every single one cascades off his golden quills without leaving a scratch. Soaring the rest of the way up to Robotnik, Sonic throws a kick, and one of the giant rockets attached to its back is torn off, tumbling down to the earth below.
You petulant, impudent, vexatious little... Just die already!
Gripping the Master Emerald in its remaining hand, the robot begins to pulse. Energy flows from the emerald up its arm and into its chest, which opens up, revealing an enormous electrical cannon. The weapon whirs to life. An array of plasma powered by the Master Emerald bursts out of it. The beam connects with Sonic as he raises his hands to block the laser.
That's it, Eggman! Give me everything you got! I want you to know you didn't hold anything back!
Be quiet!
Robotnik cranks the power up to maximum, and the beam widens dramatically. The Master Emerald surges, and the force of the blast starts to tear apart the robot. Bracing against the force, Sonic wells up with golden energy. He presses against the light, and his grimace turns to a grin. With one final push, he blasts forward, cutting through the ray of energy all the way to its source. Like a beam of light, he pierces the cannon and bursts out the back of Robotnik's machine. After a second, it explodes apart. Sonic floats to a stop, turning to look back at his work. All that's left of Robotnik's robot is the head. Popping out of the back of it, Robotnik tries to escape in a tiny vehicle, which reaches out a claw to nab the Master Emerald. He only secures the gem for a moment before Sonic appears right in front of him, stopping the vehicle's movement with a single hand.
Whoa, what's the rush?
With a flick of his finger, Sonic blows the rockets off the back of the vehicle, removing the Doctor's final form of escape.
Why you... Just get it over with. I'm not going to grovel.
Sonic looks at him for a moment, then takes a seat on the hood of the machine. Robotnik eyes him warily, as Sonic thinks for a minute.
You know, Eggman, this was real fun, but I'd rather not do this again. So why don't we finally have a little chat?
What?
His golden quills ripple softly as he looks down at the Earth, then up at the stars.
Space is beautiful, but it would get totally lonely up here. Why do you want to live up above the Earth so bad? Come on, you're not going anywhere. Play ball a little.
I had a very close relationship with my grandfather when I was young. He was the only one who understood my interests. But shortly after my 8th birthday, he left the planet to build an ark amongst the stars. It was part of his research.
Clearing his throat, Robotnik removes his glasses, cleaning them with a handkerchief.
I was upset when he left, as you would expect of a child. But we stayed in touch. He wrote me countless letters, and every single one of them made mention of how peaceful, how serene it was up in space. But his last letter, it was different.
Sonic studies Robotnik's face, and he continues.
He'd never written to me like this before. His words were filled with sorrow and anger about how dark the human heart could be. How he wished I could join him up in the Ark, away from the people of this planet who had disappointed him so. I wrote him back as usual, inquiring about what he meant. I sent dozens of letters for the next 3 years. I later learned the Ark was destroyed in an accident.
You never heard from him again?
No, that was our final communication. And as I grew into a man, I learned the truth behind his words. People are stupid, fickle, and uncouth. They reward cowardice and punish genius. Grandfather was right about them. Solitude is far preferable to the meaningless conflict of our worldly societies. And I dedicated myself to achieving that solitude, for my own sanity. And I would have already if you didn't keep disrupting me!
He pounds his fist on the controls and sneers at Sonic, but Sonic gives him a kind smile in return.
Are you sure your granddad really preferred to be alone? Away from everyone else?
Of course I am! He said as much himself!
Then why did he write his grandson so many letters?
Well, that's...
Robotnik pauses, the thought striking him unexpectedly. Cracking his knuckles, Sonic hops up off the hood of the vehicle.
I think it's about time we head out. I gotta get this emerald back to Knucklehead after all.
Keeping one hand on Robotnik's ship, Sonic flies over to the Master Emerald. He reaches out to grab it.
Huh? Wait! Stop! You can't bring the controller and servers together! You won't be able to contain the—
Sonic gives a confused look back at Robotnik as the tip of his finger brushes against the Master Emerald. His golden glow sparks against the gem, and energy erupts like a supernova. Sonic is overwhelmed instantly, a burst of power surging through his body, flashing the color of every Chaos Emerald in rapid succession: blue, yellow, red, white, purple, cyan, and green. Completely overtaken, the power disperses in a heartbeat. Robotnik is sent flying down to Earth, and the 7 Chaos Emeralds erupt from Sonic's body, scattering all across the planet below. Knocked unconscious, Sonic returns to his natural blue, his body tumbling down towards the Earth along with the Master Emerald. They free fall for about a minute, heat starting to build up around the hedgehog and the gem, before both are snatched out of the sky.
Got him!
I've got the Master Emerald!
Roger that. Hang on tight!
Piloting the tornado, Tails flies the plane in an arc as Amy and Knuckles stand on the wings, holding their individual treasures. The propeller spins and pulls them through the sky, back down towards Angel Island, far below.
What time is it?
Rubbing his eyes, Sonic wakes up beneath the shade of a palm tree. A cool breeze whistles by, and as he looks around, he sees a nearby ledge leading to open skies. He's on Angel Island, floating in the sky once again. Off in the other direction, he hears the whirring of the tornado's engine starting up, and spots Tails working on it, next to a large altar holding the Master Emerald. He gets up to approach and spots Knuckles and Amy there as well.
What, are you guys having a party without me or something?
Sonic!
Tails races up to him, giving him a hug. Just as they're about to separate, Amy tackles them both.
I knew it! I knew you were okay! Knuckles didn't think so, but I told him. I said Sonic can do anything, and—
Alright, I'm amazing, I get it. Hands off the merchandise already.
Amy takes a step back and gives a cheeky grin, but quickly shifts to confusion.
Sonic? What happened to your eyes?
Huh? What do you mean?
Wow, they're green now.
I can't believe it! You're even more handsome!
No kidding?
He steps over to a nearby pond, looking at his reflection in the rippling water.
Check it out. They really are green. Maybe something changed when I used those emeralds.
Used the emeralds? What do you mean?
Long story, I'll tell you later.
He gives Tails' hair a ruffle, then steps over to Knuckles.
You're alive? I'm surprised.
Wow, that's a weird way to say thank you.
You did bring back the Master Emerald, although you were asleep and I had to catch it because it was falling, unprotected. So I don't know how much credit you should really get.
Smiling, he pops a grape into his mouth.
Well, we could ask Eggman to tell you how much work I put in, but he'd probably just trick you into doing his laundry.
The two share a moment staring the other down, then let out a laugh.
I appreciate you, Hedgehog. Sonic. Thank you for helping save my home.
Anytime, Nux. Call me if you ever want another whooping.
Turning on his heel, Sonic heads over to the tornado. Hopping up into the plane, Tails jumps into the cockpit, and they give one final wave goodbye. The plane's rotor spins and takes off into the skies. Knuckles watches the plane soar away in the reflection of the Master Emerald. After a moment, he places his hand on the gem.
I know you've probably returned to your slumber now. If you can hear me in there, thank you. I hoped you might have been able to stay, to keep talking with me. But that's all right. I'll do my best to appreciate the short time I had with other people. That'll be enough to get me through the years of—
Who you talking to?
Huh?
Spinning around, Knuckles sees Amy, giving him an inquisitive look.
What are you still doing here? I thought you left.
Nope. You owe me one. Remember?
He stares back at her, dumbfounded.
You know, up on the spaceship, you wanted to fight the robot alone, and I wanted to help. And I was like, let me help. And you were like,
No, I'm a big, strong man. I can do this alone.
and then,
I remember. I just don't know what you're talking about.
oh, well, you said I was strong, but untrained, right?
Yes?
So train me. Teach me how to fight.
Smiling wide, Amy raises her fists, giving a couple little jabs.
You're serious?
Of course I'm serious. I don't think I'll ever be as fast as Sonic, but I bet I can be as strong as you.
Yeah, sure.
Knuckles laughs, then quickly covers his mouth as he sees Amy's eye twitch in anger.
I mean it. I want to do things in my own way, and I need your help to get started.
I see.
Folding his arms, Knuckles thinks about it.
Oh, come on. I told Tails to come get me in 6 months. You're not gonna make me stay here for no reason, right? Oh, don't tell me. You have some special warrior code? All about solitude or whatever. Being strong doesn't mean you have to be alone, right?
Hearing that, Knuckles smiles softly.
Fine. If we're training, then we're training. That means no wasted time. Starting now, drop and give me 50.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Now several miles out from Angel Island, the tornado zooms above the ocean. The wind whipping through Sonic's quills, he gazes out over the horizon. Tails shouts up to him.
We've got about an hour until we catch up with South Island.
An hour, huh? Say, Tails, how much fuel do we have?
Oh, plenty. I was sure to collect as much as possible from the Death Egg supply room. Why do you ask?
I was just thinking, we've got a plane and plenty of fuel. We could go anywhere.
Huh?
For the first time, there's a whole world out there for us to explore. If you're up for it,
Of course I am.
then what are you waiting for, Tails? Full speed ahead!
Beaming with excitement, Tails pushes the controls to the max, and the two soar off into the distance.
Sonic boom, Sonic boom, Sonic boom, keeps you manifesting. Sonic boom, Sonic boom, running from disaster. Sonic boom, Sonic boom, world in motion. Sonic boom, Sonic boom.
Sonic boom, know the trouble keeps you running fast. Sonic boom, gotta save the planet from disaster. Sonic boom, see me spinning through a world in motion. Sonic boom, I give everything I do devotion. Tell the people don't ever lose faith when the blue blood's on the sea and it's never too late. I know my path to success won't let the route change. Catch me in my zone for my enemies, it's a doomsday. At the end of it all, I'm gonna stand proud. Been a freedom fighter, I'll never be in the background. The noise we making is all around like surround sound. Time's almost up for them, here's a countdown. 10, that's what I stay on when we go again. fall behind. 8, there to save the day, I'm never late. 7, cross me in your destination heaven. 6, 5, I gotta stay alive. 4, 3, right here it's you and me. 2, 1, might as well make this fun. Just do my thing and blast off when the day is done.
Ocean waves lap gently against the rocky shores of a small island. Laying battered and broken, the remains of Mecha Sonic are sprawled out on the beach. The machine doesn't move, but its single red eye weakly flickers on and off. From across the shore, another figure slowly approaches. It hunches down to inspect the robot, then carefully grips its arm and yanks it off. Lifting Mecha's arm up to its eyes, a very weathered Metal Sonic scans the part. It slots the arm into the port where its original arm once was, and connecting circuitry together, the arm jolts to life.
Mecha Sonic data successfully copied.
Stay frosty.